Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is your Memorial Day new moon in Gemini reading, and it is one of the most exciting feelings that I've felt in a while because this eclipse season has been so intense, and today marks the closing of that eclipse portal, so you can finally breathe a huge sigh of relief. Who is excited to just because I know I am. This video is specifically for my beautiful Confirmation Cove Queens and Kings, which is my spiritual support group. But of course, for my YouTube friends and family, this is also for you. So please just take what resonates, leave the rest. And if this is your first time to my channel, hello, my name is Alicia. I am your friendly, sweet, psychic spiritual guide here to deliver you clear and loving guidance to help you manifest your #dream life. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have 3 different decks that I'm going to be pulling from today. I love always using the Moonology deck for the new moons and full moons. For some reason, it always gives some nice direction. Gives some nice, clear direction on where we need to go. So, for my beautiful Cove Queens and Kings and anyone watching on YouTube, whoa, see? And what card popped out but a new start is coming, which makes so much sense considering the fact that this is the new moon in Gemini, and new moon means new beginnings. But this one in particular is really, it's different. And I'm going to tell you why. Yes, usually during the new moons, we make our new wishes, make our new starts, like plant the new seeds that we want to grow and blossom so that by the next new moon, we have this big, lovely harvest. But this new start is asking you to take a moment today during this beautiful holiday to reflect on what this specific eclipse season was showing you. For some of you who were doing the work, you started to see that the shifts that you've been making, the changes that you've been making are in fact working for you. And you're starting to see that you have actually grown a lot. Spirit has been gifting you with a lot of abundance and miracles and blessings that you maybe weren't even looking for. And you realize that there are some things that you've actually leveled up, and you're now actually realizing that you have leveled up in a way that you never thought was possible. Which is amazing. Well done. Congratulations. You did the freaking work, so you get to reap the rewards. Hoorah. There are a couple of you who maybe things did come up. Maybe there were some toxic things that arose, some blockages, some health issues, some psychic attacks even. If that is what happened during the eclipse season for you, then this new start is going to allow you to see what was out of alignment and what you need to do moving forward that is going to be better for you, your body, your spirit, your mind, and all the things. Regardless of what, this new start asks you to really take some time today to get this clarity and glean the pearls of wisdom that this eclipse season has shown you. And the reason for that is this. There seems to be some kind of like a little bit of a fog because there's been so much that was like drummed up for you to heal, for you to confront, for you to embrace. I sense for you that some of you, it was really hard for you to embrace the shadow side or to really process all of your feelings, which makes sense because trauma is scary. Trauma can be difficult. Trauma can be terrifying to like confront and really try to like look at it and see what it is. But the universe is not just clearing it out and giving you the answers because it wants you to take time. That's why they slowed down this time during the last couple of days of this Mercury retrograde, to like keep things at a slower pace so that you have the time to look at all of your different options and choose the best one for you. So it's actually really a blessing that there's all of this, in a way, this like space. It's kind of like, even though time's moving really fast, but it might be like, oh, but I'm trying to reach. And like, it's almost like you can't. So it's good. This is a new start. So just think about those things today. And because it's the new moon in Gemini, can you please give us a little bit more clarity on this new start? What can they expect? There we go. Okay, adjustments are required because you're very close to achieving your goal. This is aligning with everything that I have been like posting on TikTok. And you can expect a really powerful change, which is what you have been asking the universe for so badly. Like, get me out of this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't want to like have to be around this energy anymore. Like, I am ready to actually change. I can leave the stuff behind. No, ma'am, I am not going back to where I was before. I am ready to move on. And if that is you, then there are just a couple of adjustments that need to be made, which is why they want you to take some time to like really just like quiet your mind. Like, it's just kind of to slow, like it's almost like even just slowing your heart rate down and looking at it. One of the ways that, and then I'm going to talk about this in a second. One of the ways that you can do that is to take out a sheet of paper and write down and like put a line down the middle. Here, I'm just going to do this with you right now. All right, so we're going to take a piece of paper and we're going to take my pen. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your piece of paper and you're gonna draw a line right down the middle. So because I'm anal retentive, I'm going to just fold. That's the easiest way to get a line down the middle, right? And you can just put a line down the middle. And on one side, I want you to write what my soul feels, okay? What my soul feels, okay? And then on the other side, I want you to put what my, now you can insert whatever word you want, but it's more so like your body, your human self, like what my human self, there we go, that's good. What my human self feels, all right? Because remember, we are in the age of Gemini, which means it's twins, okay? And especially when it's a new moon in Gemini, and this is the first one that hasn't been in this like sort of like eclipse, like total, like all of this eclipse stuff in a really long time. So it's actually this welcoming, it's almost like a breath of fresh air after like the storm has like kind of, you know, gone. And you're finally like, oh my God, is the sun finally shining? It's a little bit like that. So you're going to want to do this, and then you can put, you know, what my soul feels and what my human self feels. And so then you're going to write down like, so what does my soul feel? And just write down, okay, my soul is feeling relief. My soul is feeling excited. My soul is feeling amped up over this project. You can get specific if you want, and just writing down specific things. And then what does your human self feel right now? And then write down like, I'm still afraid of what's to come. Like, how do I know how to move forward? What are my next steps supposed to be? I have such relief that maybe I feel really accomplished as my human self because I finally got to this point. Maybe it's like I need more rest because my body is still healing and still sick and ill. So you just want to write it down. And once you have both sides written down, what's going to be really great about this is that you're going to be able to then take a look at it, and you can call in your angels and guides to help you create a harmony and see how these two sides can work together so that both sides of you feel aligned with your true purpose and path. Right? This is all about alignment. Hashtag alignment with Alicia, right? So does that make sense? Because with the Geminis, one side is spiritual, is an immortal being, and one side is human, right? And is mortal. One twin is the extrovert, one twin is the introvert. One twin is the light, one twin is the dark. It's being able to have both, though, that is going to give you the answers to what you're seeking. Because I can hear your minds right now. I really can. I can hear your minds. And it's like, all right, now what? Like, I keep on hearing this. It's like, okay, now what? Like, some crazy stuff happened. What's going to happen now? So let me pull some more cards for you. Oh, and see, balance spirituality and practicality. Again, what I just said with the thing. It's about practicality and spirituality. Yes, shadow work is messy. Sometimes it's really hard. It can get really uncomfortable because you have to confront your fears and and all of the hidden things that you haven't want to deal with, maybe some past trauma. But it doesn't mean when you're spiritual, or like, for example, this is what I usually talk about all the live long day. It doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life. It doesn't mean that you're supposed to only suffer because you're broken and because you're damaged and because you've been abused, that like you can't also like, you know, take time to do things that pleasure yourself. There's a balance with that too. And that's why I try to give you practical actions that you can take, and usually under 30 minutes, so that you can just do what you need to do to heal. Sort of like, okay, great, I'm going to therapy, or I'm going to, you know, my counselor for like, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, and then great, you're done. And then you can move on with your life and do the other things and see how that spiritual work can infuse and improve your human life. Does that make sense? So with that being said, let's move these up. Let's get to a little bit more clarity on this. Adjustments are required for this powerful change, because that would be helpful, I feel. So we're going to use the Light Seers deck. That's the one that called out. I was going to want to use a new deck because it's a new moon, but they said otherwise. Ooh, okay. The King of Cups came up. So I see you really need to master your emotions. And that doesn't mean not feel them. That doesn't mean suppress them. That doesn't mean put them in a bottle. What the King of Cups, when I'm asking what adjustments are required, it means that you need to be able to start to discern what your emotions are trying to tell you. I repeat, you need to be able to discern, or like basically tell the difference and understand what your emotions are trying to tell you. So a really good little hack, a little manifesting hack to help you with this is to be able to say, okay, let's say you're feeling fear. You can talk to the fear as if it's another entity outside of yourself, but you can just be like, okay, fear, what are you trying to tell me? What is this fear trying to tell me? Oh, the fear is trying to tell me that this is very reminiscent of a past trauma, and it just wants to make sure that I don't make the same mistake. So let's look, and so that's cool. So then you can go, okay, so what can I do to make my fear feel safer? Okay, let's address this red flag. Is it really a red flag, or is it just my PTSD? And then you can look at the evidence logically and then be able to go, oh, actually, my fear is unwarranted, or you know what, actually my fear is on point. So my gut instinct, tuning into your gut, tuning into your heart, tuning into your soul, you know what, I can have this person in my life, but it needs to be at a distance. Or you know what, I think I actually need to clear up the communication, because I think Mercury retrograde really crossed our wires, and I really do sense that they didn't mean the harm to me that I thought they did. Or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Maybe it's like, I think I need to take more time to go within and calm myself. Or maybe I need to walk outside and ground myself for 2 seconds because I'm about to flip off the handle because of everyone else's drama, right? It depends on the response, but when you can talk to the emotion and see, what is this emotion trying to tell me? What is the anger trying to tell me? Anger usually tries to tell you that your boundaries have been overstepped and it doesn't feel good. And so in that case, all you have to do is then go, great, because I know that I'm angry because a boundary of mine was overstepped, then my next step is to, number one, process that anger. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be fearful. It's okay to feel grief or feel even like a victim. But then it's like, okay, now that I can process that safely, what can I do to make myself feel safe? Enforce that boundary. Okay, cool. Maybe that is like, telling the person, hey, I don't like to be treated that way, so I'm going to walk away, right? That's a very, that's a very wise, mature, elevated, high vibe, aligned way to be able to navigate through what your emotions are trying to tell you. Does that make sense? Wow, the channels are coming out so much right now, and I understand that this is getting to be a longer video, but oh well. Okay, sorry. There's more. It's a new moon. Enjoy. All right. Yes. All right. I know people usually hate this card. It's the Five of Pentacles, but I personally love it because Chris Ann's description of this card is just the fact that you might be in this position of when are my miracles gonna come? Like, when is it gonna happen? I've been waiting for so long. Like, what the heck you do? And this card is signifying, if you're looking for a sign, this is it, that your miracles are in fact coming, but they're just going to be coming from a very unexpected place. So you probably were thinking it was through this locked door. So you're like, where's the freaking key? I need to get through the door. It has to be through the door. It has to be through the door. And it's actually the window that's opening. So you see the lights just beaming through. There's a window up there where guide angels, universe are going to just shower you with miracles. It's just not right in front of your face like you saw it. So where is it going to come from? It's going to be a surprise. So just in a way, don't worry about it and just be like, okay, it's going to come. I am protected. I am divinely directed. It's going to come. And universe might be like, hey, if you lift your head up and dry your tears, just look over here and here's the key you were looking for, right? So don't feel so... no, we don't want to say don't feel, because feel whatever you feel, but have some solace, find some peace, because we love you, we're watching over you, and we are really about to shower you with so many wonderful things. Ooh, which by the way, on the back of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So there is a part of you that also needs to, oh my God, we're going to talk about that in a second, because I was just sitting there. This card is very specifically, and makes sense, right? So illusion. So the Queen of Swords is a baddie. Who wants to be a baddie? And again, this is not gender specific. But you have had a lot of mental anguish. You have felt like you were tied up, like you didn't have a choice, like you couldn't go anywhere, that no matter what, it was just getting tighter and tighter and tighter, but it's all in your head. So in a positive note, you have the key to drop these chains and embody the Queen of Swords energy, where she's super logical, she's super calm. And it's like, look at the picture. It's like she's there contemplating, all right, what's the next strategy to move forward? This is, again, she knows that adjustments are required, right? Like maybe it's a little bit like, this is the vision that I'm getting. It's like you went to battle, proverbially, right? Figuratively. And in a way, maybe you might have lost, or you had to retreat for some reason because the other side was so overpowering. But you knew that you were very, very, very close to achieving your goal. And so you, as the Queen of Swords now, are ready to think, all right, what didn't work last time? What was I doing last time that got me into my mess? And what do I need to do to change that, to shift it, to try something different, to make sure that this powerful change can occur and you can get everything that you desire, right? Oh my God, literally look. Holy guacamole. Do you see how close you are to the miracle? Do you see how close you are to achieving the goal? Literally embody the Queen of Swords. Untangle yourself from these mental barbs that have gotten you thinking that you're not worthy, that it's going to take a long time, that you're never going to get it, that you have no idea what you're doing. You can just shut all that off, because you know ultimately deep within your soul, you know it's not true. You know it's not true. Look, I'm looking at you, specifically you. You know that this isn't true. And the moment that you're like, you know what, I'm wiping the slate clean on this new moon, I am deciding that the better it gets, that I always know what the next step forward is, that I always will get the clarity that I need. The signs are all around me. The universe is guiding me. The universe always works in my favor. I make tons of money, whether I work for it or not. I am celebrated just for being me. It is safe for me to be my authentic true self out there. And I know that shining my light is going to bring me all of the abundance, love, and miracles and money that I desire. That is your new story. For example, then you're going to get the 10 of Pentacles, the legacy, the money, the family, the everything, like the everything. That's how quick it is. That's how quick it is. Look, that new love, that new business opportunity, that new emotional fulfillment where you're like, oh my God, that's what it is. That fills me up. That makes me feel so good. That is coming. All right. So you are, oh my God, geez Louise, the cards can't get any better than this. You are on the right path, okay? With the 2 of Wands, you are on the right path. So just keep moving forward. Dream bigger. This kept on being a download for the past week. It's been dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger, dream bigger, dream, right? Dream bigger, because the bigger your wish, the bigger the celebration. The bigger the wish, the bigger success you're gonna have. The bigger the wish, and especially the wish, it's not even just about having a bigger wish, it's more so about a wish that makes you feel like the 4 of Wands, which is the marriage card, which is the celebration card, which is the, oh my God, everything freaking worked out in my favor. I don't even know how lucky I was able to pull that off. Like, that's insane. That kind of jubilation and sheer ecstasy and bliss, it's key to this. All right. Now the bonus thing for you. So yeah, like I mean, I don't know how many more good cards you can get than that, but wait, there's more. The last little thing I'm going to leave you with, and I thought I was going to pull another card, maybe I can, is that for those of you who are looking for your divine counterpart, well, they're here. They're already here. They have heard you. They are looking for you. They are searching for you. So make sure to protect your energy. Protect your energy like it's your freaking life. Have your angels surround you in a circle and keep that protective bubble around you so that you can shine your light and be yourself and clear your energy and make the adjustments that are needed so that you can get this powerful change and get all the things that you want. But this divine counterpart is coming in. Now, if you are already with your person, this can mean that it's going to take it to the next level, or this can also be a business partner or a friendship that is going to be really sacred and integral in your moving forward on this new next journey or next chapter of your life. Does that make sense? All right. Yeah, just I'm just gonna say, just beware of the shady mother effers. All right. That 7 of Swords. But it's just gonna be a little bit of grinding. It's not meant to be super difficult, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So just really quickly, as final words, this has been like the best reading, oh my gosh, for this Memorial Day and for this and for this new moon. But because I know that you all have a sacred soul's purpose that is bigger than just having all the things. You also want to create this heaven on earth and really be able to use your special talents and gifts in order to shine that light and help others, because you are noble and you are part of my soul tribe, and we are going to be doing this together. Okay. Align your life is the main spiritual message for you. So this was a little bit more of the practical. This is a spiritual. What is not aligned or needs to change? Again, if you need to go and look at this, go and do this little exercise, right? What my soul feels, what my human body, what my human self feels, what my soul says, what my human self says, right? And then I just want to see, because they're saying to read something from the guidebook. So give me a second. Okay. All right. They want me to read